Hello guys, welcome back to the European Journeyman here, Football Manager 2018 with me, the Kegman. It's been a while since I last played this game. Obviously, I don't know if you've been on the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. But if you're a regular to the channel, you will know that I've been pumping out a lot of Jurassic World Evolution recently. And yeah, I fucking love it. I love this too though. So we need to get back into this. We do. A few transfer out today. Today was the first day of the transfer window opening. If we look at the transfer history, we have managed to get rid of Gini Wijnaldum to Feyenoord, his original club, to $6.5 million. And Herrera went to Espanyol for $8 million. And Simone Cortinavi went to Sassuolo for $5 million. So we brought a bit of money in. Not enough to get Lafont, unfortunately. Even if I was to do that, it's not enough money to get Alban Lafont. So we're going to probably sell a few more players too. There's a couple of players on the reserves who I feel might not necessarily make it. This guy here is one I want to keep. Ishbas I want to keep. There was someone here a little while ago. I can't find him now. Where did he go then? There's a couple of players in the first team. Obviously, we want at some point to get rid of Wojciech Szczesny. These guys are on trial. I think we'll probably sign them and then stick them in the reserves and then sell them on at some point. We have Miralem Pjanic that I would like to sell. We also have Joel Matip that I would like to sell. Sergei Aria, maybe. He's not really playing. So he might be worth £28.5 million. It's a nice bit of cash to come in. And Mattia Caldara, although he's good, £35.5 million. I mean, it's worth having a look at. But we take on Napoli today. So if we look at the Serie A, we are currently 11 points clear of Inter and 13 points clear of Napoli. Inter don't play today, but if we get a win here today, we can get a nice clear 16 points ahead of third place Napoli, which would be quite nice, really, if you think about it. It'd be very, very good indeed. If we look at our tactic, we are playing the same tactic as before. We need to switch Simone Mazzier out. He was playing instead of the injured Moise Keane, who's now fantastical. So he's going to come back in as his complete forward support role, with Cutrone as the advanced forward. Nothing else I really need to change. Everything else can stay the same. So let's go ahead and kick the game off. Oh, I'm sure I've done that. Never mind. Submit the team, yes. I'm a little bit sceptical about today's game. The last game I played was against Chievo or Lecce. I can't remember who it was now, but we struggled. We got a 1-0 win. And that was only because of a penalty, if I remember rightly. It weren't brilliant. It was a lackluster performance. So I am a little bit concerned about how well we're going to do today. Let's have a quick look. It was Lecce. It was 1-0. And Bernadeschi, scored with a penalty. So I'm not confident. we may end up switching to the hole in the Chleb at some point. Hamsik still playing for Napoli here. Everton. Neginho cuts it out. It doesn't really matter though, because it's only the starting. Yeah, there you go. It's the kickoff highlight. Don't need to worry about the kickoff highlight. For the most part, 99 times out of 100, kickoff highlight is nothing. Sometimes you get something. Bernadeschi finds D'Amico. Sticks it just. It's just off. So, have you been watching the World Cup? I should imagine you probably have. What is the best game of the World Cup so far? For me, as of recording, this is being recorded on the Monday that England play their opening game. So far for me, the game of the tournament has probably been Spain-Portugal. I went out with my mates on the Friday night. We got very, very drunk. But it was a very, very good game. And I think it was a fantastic game. I think Portugal. I mean, yeah, okay, they got carried a little bit by Ronaldo, but I thought the team played pretty well. There was some good movement from some of the younger players. Definitely lacking experience at the moment, but I mean, they're still young players. They're going to get that experience over the next couple of years. But yeah, I think that was the best game so far. The worst game was probably Morocco-Iran. That was pretty dismal. And again, that Uruguay game beforehand, Uruguay versus, oh, fuck me, I can't remember who they were playing now. That was shit too. That was pretty damn shit. So, who knows? Find out as I go along. Right, we are getting the shots in, but they're not on target. We're not finishing. Catrone, so, just prove me wrong, mate. That's lovely. That's fine. As long as you keep proving me wrong, I'm quite happy for you to do that. So, if you're not watching the Jurassic World Evolution playthrough, there was something I said on there. It should be worth noting. So, the content will most likely slow down over the next couple of weeks. My wife has returned to work after her maternity leave. So, how it's working at the moment, getting very close. How it's working at the moment is that I do a 3-week rotation at my workplace. So I do a Monday, Tuesday, day off 1 week, Wednesday, Thursday, day off the following week, with a Friday, Saturday, day off the week after that. So I get 5-day weekend every 3 weeks. I don't work Sundays and I don't work bank holiday Mondays, or bank holidays in general, actually. My wife's workplace have agreed to do a rota based around that. So, good attempt, Molinari. So when I'm at work, she's off. When she's at work, I'm off. So we'll be looking after the child as and when. There might be the odd day where we sort of think, maybe we're both a little bit tired. Mother-in-law or, my parents or whatever, maybe can look after him for a day, look after the little one for a day. So on days like that, chances are I will probably smash out a load of recordings. But yeah, I'd expect it to be... I'd expect it to slow down just a touch. But it's not only because of that. It's not only because of the baby being a bit more... I don't want to say it's going to be more prominent in my life, but because obviously you can't leave a baby to do its own thing. My wife, obviously, when she has been here, is quite happy for me to come in here, do what I need to do with regards to recording, and then go back in there afterwards, so the baby's, looked after. But I am looking to potentially migrate away from YouTube to Twitch. I will keep a series running on YouTube. Whether that be a Football Manager one, which is partly what this channel has been grown on, or that's offside, that's what I say, or something else altogether. I do not know, but I will try to get to the point where I'm streaming maybe twice, potentially 3 times a week on Twitch. And then, obviously, if you don't want to follow me on Twitch, I will import the Twitch videos, the Twitch streams into YouTube. It is doable to do that. So, I mean, I'm going to set up like that. The only reason I want to do that is because it is easier for me to interact with you guys and play the games as and when while it's live. So if I only get like an hour and a half to do some recordings, it's easier for me to do a stream as opposed to, right, let's get bang onto this, bang, there's another one. D'Amico, lovely. So that's the plan. Let's have a quick look at the analysis. So we can see that we've got a lot of movement in this area. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Basically, there's a lot of attacking play in the middle. They're not so much. They're more on the back foot, which is nice for us. Not so much for them. So we've had 17 shots compared to their 3. Only 5 on target, though. That's pretty dismal. That's pretty piss poor. I don't know if there's anything we need to do to change that. Maybe try to work the ball into the box. By the way, I'm very tired. I'm always tired. I think I'm still recovering from the antics at the weekend. I did drink a lot. No hangovers. I've never ever received a hangover in my life. It's just not a thing for me. Welcome board to the boxes already there. So it's not a thing for me, hangovers. I've never received one in my life. I could drink the fucking bar dry and I won't receive a hangover. It's just the tiredness of it all. That's what's got me, I think. It's the tiredness. So like just the late night and then the early mornings, and you know, just I wake up early naturally anyway. So I mean, that Friday night I got home about half midnight. I say I got home. I stayed at my parents that night because they live in Colchester. I went out for a drink in Colchester. So it was easier for me to just crash at the parents and then get a bus back to Ipswich afterwards. And I got back to my parents at about half midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. I was awake at 5:30 the next morning, and I was up and about doing stuff. So I felt very lethargic doing it, but I was still recovering. I just wake up early. Naturally, it doesn't matter what I do. I wake up early, and I go to bed late. Everton there, the goal scorer for Napoli. He's making a break down the side here. I'm really worried we're going to see another Napoli goal here. Weren't far away, was it? Wasn't far away at all. Let's get a couple of subs in. I've always treated today's episode like a vlog. It does happen occasionally with me, doesn't it? I've noticed that. Occasionally you'll get a vlog episode. Christopher Alec, Fabrizio Calagara, I think might be the better option here. Who else? Nadzinho for Mattia Caldara. I know we're going to sell him, but might as well use him while we can. So I'm going to sell him. I mean, that's a lot of money, and I can get a decent young defender for that kind of money. I don't think he's a... It's not like he's a youth like product or anything like that of the club. So it's not like he's he's a valuable asset, but he's not like an incredibly valuable asset, if you know what I mean. Molinari, not bad effort. Maybe we can have a look, see how much Daniel Regani is worth. Because if we can get Regani, I'm pretty sure he is a product of the youth system. I'm reasonably sure. I might be fucking wrong, but I'm reasonably sure he is. We'll have a look. Caldara, there he is. The man is going to be sold by the end of the month. Hadzic, Caldara, sorry, to Keane. Finds Boateng to Molinari, he's going to play along. We do need a right midfielder. That's something I need. I need a right midfielder, a right winger. Because we've got Bernardeschi, and that's about it. Catroni. I'll have to have a look in a minute. See how good some of the players are, like Herving Lozano, the goal scorer against Germany. We'll have to have a look, see what he's like at the moment in this game. See how he's developed. See where he is. Maybe sign him. We don't need a player in that position, Kyle. We don't need another striker. But I want another striker. Don't need another striker. Keane. You should have squared it, mate. You should have squared it. You had fucking Catroni here. You could have squared it. He'd have just played it in that corner. It would have been 3-1. I mean, it doesn't matter. I think this game's in the bag. We've got 3 minutes of injury time. Keane finds Molinari. Koulibaly clears it out for a corner. This on-target percentage is starting to get a little bit better. It's still not brilliant. Calgara to Catroni. Cross it, mate. That's it. Lovely. Anyone? Yes, Thomas Boateng. Yes, the Dutch legend. There is Thomas Boateng. What a boy. Fucking love him. He's not going to get much better, really, but he does a job. He does a job for us. Molinari's injured. Well, I've got no one else I can put on the pitch, unfortunately. Better not be a big injury. Let's go to the dressing room. Let's have a chat with the team. We'll let them know that that was a good win. It is Napoli after all. And then we will have a word. We'll give him a calm. You did well out there. So I'm just having a bit of a scratch. A bit of a pinch and pull. You know what I'm doing. Yeah, you know the pinch and roll. Yeah. You all know. You all know. Right, so Molinari's 6 weeks. Alright, okay. We win 3-1 there. That's a good win. Let's have a look at Lozano. Irving Lozano. He's at Bayern. And he's not doing too badly. He's 68 million though. Oh, fuck that. That's too much money. Oh no. No. Don't think so. So, we're going to come back for another game in a little while. We will come back for the Palermo game in the Italian Cup first round, I guess. And after that, it'll be Olympique Marseille in the Champions League. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me, I guess. That's going to be the end of today's episode. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, of course, big old thumbs up. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the Twitch migration. Do you think it's a good thing? Will you carry on watching on Twitch, or do you prefer YouTube? Videos up there for your viewing pleasure, video over there for your hashtag viewing pleasure. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe up there in the top right hand corner of the screen, my left. And I'll see you when I see you. Take care, bye bye.